Do you regret getting out of the race, and do you think things would be different had you stayed in and given Republicans who are concerned about Carl Palladino a place to go instead of maybe voting for Andrew Cuomo?
It would have been a different race for sure. I don't think it would have been likely that it would have affected the ultimate outcome in terms of who the victor might be. And my thinking on it at the time was that I did not want to create unintended consequences where people were voting for me and one candidate or the other was the net beneficiary. I mean, this is a kind of head-to-head race, and people need to make a choice. It's an incredibly critical election for the future of New York. And I thought the right and honorable thing for me to do, honestly, was to step aside, even though I had won that conservative party line. So I have no regrets at all about that. You know, do I regret not being the candidate? Obviously, I wouldn't have started my candidacy if I didn't believe that I was going to go the whole distance and have the opportunity to govern New York, and felt strongly about the issues, and still feel very confident, very proud about the fact that my campaign was very issues-based, and I was very specific about what I thought the solutions needed to be for New York. And at the time I got out of the race, one of my reservations about the two remaining candidates is that I didn't see that on their part, that I felt like there needed to be a higher commitment to a policy discussion. And I might add also on the part of the media, you know, present company excluded, because I do think you do get involved in substance and issues, that there's a lot of emphasis on process and not as much emphasis on the differences on key issues, and I think that's to the detriment of New Yorkers.
Oh, you can't speak so much about other candidates, but I'm curious if you can speak regarding the party. I mean, part of the problem here was that the party did not coalesce around you, specifically State Party Chairman Ed Cox. I mean, what is your feeling at this point, almost looking back now at the campaign as it was run? Do you believe that it was not well run by the party chairman?
Well, I know that there are a number of Republican county chairmen who said to me, I don't know how any candidate could have recovered when the state Republican chairman sought another candidate, particularly a Democrat, to come in and run against you. So I do think that the fact that historically here now speaking, that the state Republican chairman was not an ally, and you know, we could have actually pulled everything together, I think, in January. And by the way, that's not just true for me, that's true for the other statewide candidates. I mean, everybody knew early in the year that Harry Wilson was not likely to have any kind of opposition. And it seemed to me, and I said this during the course of the campaign, when I was in the campaign, I said this to Harry Wilson as well, I don't know why people just don't close ranks around you and give you the opportunity to operate not as the de facto Republican candidate, as opposed to waiting all the way until June, until the convention, the way it played out. So I do think the fact that there was you know, a fair criticism of the leadership at the party level has had an impact on all of these races. I'll have more to say about that tomorrow.